the South, where they say the game just means more. There's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to the ground. Running to Green. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends...
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the third down pass is incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Just a... misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reese. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Leon. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite on Auburn wide receiver. That's how...
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Cantrell. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly to the tight end. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against the guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Got room at the 35. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Gonna run it. It's Reese. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, better look out! He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Now you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He throws into the middle of the field. Catch inside the 25. That when they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reese. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Oh, he got loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
Yeah, and I love the timing route. It's a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air from the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Gossett.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Spits it out to the back. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Georgia going up tempo. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers. But when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
It's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Reads it, fires complete. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Release by the QB. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Finds a man on the left. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the...
Touchdown, Dawgs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way. And just
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
how about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 18 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the back. Off play action on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Makes looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a knee. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.